by the title, this video is all gonna be about my bald head. So basically I get asked all the time, every question you could imagine about being bald. How long has it been? How do I do it? How did the people in my life react? Why did I do it? Every question you can imagine, I get asked on Instagram, in person, so I think this is the best platform for me to answer all of those questions. So if you are interested in why in the hell I'm bald, or how I do it, keep watching. Okay, so first question that most people have is why I shaved my head. So initially I shaved my head for a cause, which was 7 years ago in February. So almost 7 years, which is absolutely crazy. Like, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it feels like after you turn 20,
it's just kind of like a downhill slope and time just flies.
and I feel like that's like really, this video took a really depressing turn. Let's continue. How long was my hair before? So before I shaved it, well, a couple months before I had sewn in extensions. So it was down to almost down to my butt, which I had for a really long time actually. And then I cut it off into a bob. And then from the bob is when I shaved it. So the night before I shaved my head, I just went into my sister's room and I was like, I think I'm gonna shave my head. And my sister was like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. So the next day, luckily my mom is a hairdresser and we knew the cause we were shaving it for and everything. So she just sat me down and we shaved it. It was crazy. The fact that my whole family was like, yeah, let's shave your head. Like, okay. So luckily it worked out like that. I'm just looking at my phone to try and find out the questions that I normally get asked. A lot of people want to know, what does my husband think? Or what did he think? Because we were together at the time. We had been together 8, 9, 10. We had been together just over 2 years when I shaved my head. So I called him, I said, I'm gonna shave my head. And he is so laid back. He was like, yeah, okay. You know, like, him and my sister had the same reaction, I guess. So he was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay. So I shaved my head. After that whole process, I went over to his house. His mom greeted me at the door. She was like, it's awesome. Went downstairs. My husband was like, yeah, it looks good. And from then on, I've been bald and everybody has seemed to be okay with it. He does now, which is a funny thing, when he sees girls that are like, have longer hair and I say, oh, that girl is really good looking. He's like, yeah, I agree. But like, I think she would look better with like shorter hair. Like all of a sudden now he's like some sort of like short hair guy because of this situation, I guess. So not the worst thing, but anyway, yeah, he likes it. So I guess that's good. I do get asked if it was shocking. Was it shocking? Yeah. And a lot of people are like, oh, your head's perfectly like shaped. The shape of it is perfectly round. And I'm like, yeah, thankfully, because you never really know when you shave your head. Like you can feel your head to see if it's like okay, but like you never really know if it's gonna look good or not. You don't know if you have some lump that's like hiding under all that hair. But luckily I didn't. But you never know. Otherwise it would have been really awkward wigs that I would have worn. And I was only like 18? 18 and 19? I don't know, I can't do the math right now. I was young, so you know, they would have been like really cheap wigs and it would have been a mess. So those are the questions I get asked most of the time regarding like why I did it or how I did it. Let's get into kind of my maintenance thing. This is the razor that I use. So this is the one I use. I've used other ones. This is the best one that I think I've ever used. I've had ones where you have to like keep going over. Yes, I do all of this myself. All of it I do myself. So I've had a lot of issues with them before. So if you're gonna do it, please find the, please find this one or something similar. I get I get all of these products from Sally's, except this was a gift, so I'm not sure where this was gotten. I don't know, but I'm sure you can look it up. Maybe Amazon, I don't know, but it's amazing, so you should probably get it if you're gonna do this. I don't know. So anyway, this is the one I use. This is what it looks like. It's currently covered in like my baby white hairs because I just did my hair for this video. It's pretty. So this is the one I use. This is the guard I use on here. It's a 1. So I always do my hair with a 1, always. I've gone through some awkward stages. I think at one point I was doing like a 4, which just kind of looked like long straight hair. It was an awkward time in my life, but not as awkward as when I thought it was a good idea to go no guard. Like, I've seen some amazing people that look so good with no guard, but like, it ain't me. It ain't me, boo-boo. No, it's so bad. It was such a bad phase, and I don't know who thought it was a good idea, who said, you know what, Gabby, you do it without a guard. Actually, it was my idea, so. I mean, I can't blame anyone. I did it without a guard for almost a whole entire year. And then I switched to the 1, and I've never gone back. It's been like this now for like, oh gosh, I don't even know, 3 years that I keep it the 1. So I shave my head first. And I do this once a week, on Wednesdays mostly, if you care what day I do it. Obviously, you probably don't. I do it once a week. I shave my head first. I have done it the other way where I bleach it first and then I shave it. No, yes, but that didn't work. So I always shave it first. Once I shave it, I like put my mess away and then I take the bleach out. So the type of bleach I use, which I mentioned I get at Sally's, I have used the Garnier, I think it's called D+ Extra Bleach. It's in a green box. If I can find it, I'll link it below because it did work for me. It was just like every time I used it, it was like $12, and that's crazy to me. Once a week, $12. Like, if you do the math on that, like I'm not gonna do the math, but that's like a lot of money. So I switched over to Sally's. It's way more bang for your buck. So this is the one I use. It's L'Oreal Quick Blue Extra Strength for on and off scalp. When I was at Sally's my very first time, I didn't ask anybody about the bleach I should use. I kind of wung it. I think I chose this one because it says for on and off scalp, but you know, knowing me, even if it said off scalp, I would probably put it on my head anyway, like, should be fine. So that's the one I use. And then with it, I've done both. I've done 30 vol and 20 vol. I've switched back to 20 vol because the 30 volume is it's intense and it hurts. So this is the one I use, Salon Care 20 volume. Cream Developer. There's another one that's more liquidy and it just slides off your head. It's messy. Don't do it. Get the cream because it becomes like a foam and it's like whew, and it just stays on your head and there's like no dripping involved. That's the thing with the Garnier one. There's a lot of dripping that happens. You have to carry a towel around with you. Not cute. So these are the two I use. I use 1 scoop of this and then 2 scoops of the 20 vol. I put it on my head. To be honest with you, I put it on my head with my hands without gloves. You should probably use gloves. Like, I don't recommend it. But in all logical sense, I'm like, it's going on my scalp. Like, it's already touching my body. Like, I might as well just use my hands to put it on. I think that's logical. I don't know. Maybe I'm burning my hands too. So that's what I do. You're supposed to leave it on for 20 minutes. I oftentimes get distracted, to be honest, and like 40 minutes later I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to wash it off, because your head becomes like not sensitive to it and it no longer burns, so it's so easy to get distracted. And I have found that the longer I leave it on, the whiter that it is. Like today I left it on for like 45 minutes and it's very white. It's very white. Everyone always asks if I kind of mess around with toners. I haven't in the whole time that I've had a bald head, which is crazy. But yeah, I've never messed around with toners because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Like I have no idea. So this has worked for me. I'll probably get into it. I'll probably try it at some point. If I do, I'll let you know what kind of toners I use and if it works and if it doesn't work. But for now, like this is the color that I like it to be. So if I just leave it on longer, then I achieve this color, which probably isn't the best for me. I do understand that. I fully accept that. So that is how I do it. That's the maintenance that I do. I just rinse it out. Once you rinse it out, when you get out of the shower, it starts to feel like you're getting a facelift, is what it feels like. I think it's because all the pores, you know, I should not get into this because I have not read about this. I have no idea if this is true. But in my mind, this is what's happening, is like all the pores in your head are like tightening up from the bleach. And it feels like your face is like it's actually amazing as you get older. But I always put lotion in it or coconut oil right away because of like the moisture makes it feel like it releases just a tiny bit, you know? Anyway, so that's kind of the process, how I do it, why I've done it, and how the people in my life have felt about it. So I love my hair like this. It's been quite the journey for me and it's been great. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it, try it, hair grows back, you will feel amazing. If not anything, you will feel liberated, and it's such a great feeling. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs this video up if you're into baldness or you care at all. It don't matter. I'm gonna be uploading every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm gonna try and get on a schedule and start uploading Wednesdays and Sundays. So hopefully you guys will be back and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.